to both Terence "Bud" Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. for providing us an unbelievable night of boxing here in Las Vegas. I can get an introduction for
It definitely don't have to be at 47. Like I said, you know, I'm in a hurt business. 47 was kind of hard for me too. I was already talking about moving up in weight and challenging Charlo. So 54 wouldn't be outreach of anything.
Want to follow up with, how did you pull off getting Eminem to walk you out tonight?
I don't know. It was just throw a rock in a haystack, and he replied, and you know, I told him to pull up, and he was like, "I'm there. You one of my favorite fighters," and you know that showed, you know, a lot of support for me, and that showed what level I'm at in the boxing world.
Last question. Naoya Inoue was considered the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world after his performance on Tuesday. Do you think you definitively put a stamp on you as the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world after this performance?
Without a doubt. Like I told everybody once before, the winner out of this fight was going to be #1 pound-for-pound, hands down. You got Errol Spence was ranked #4 in the pound-for-pound, and you got Terence Crawford that was ranked #1. So you got two fighters that's in the top 5 pound-for-pound ratings. How can they not be #1 pound-for-pound? Well, I've been telling each and every one of y'all for years. A lot of y'all over here looking sad. Ellie, you looking like a retarded ass dude over there because you was going against me. You know what I mean? But all in all, you know, I get to say I told y'all because I've been asking for these fights for years. And y'all been saying, oh, he's too small. He's going to get this. He's going to get broken. And each and every time that I step up, I proved y'all wrong. Each time. So, you know what I mean? Write some great stories about Terence Crawford. Don't hate on him. Don't say nothing negative. Just give me my props.
I wasn't never worried. And as far as going up against Derrick James, it's an honor. It's an honor. He's it was last year, or year before last, trainer of the year. And, you know, they never really gave us our props. You know, the writers, the reporters, you know, all the websites. So, I mean, I'm just glad. You know, it hasn't sunk in yet, but it will here pretty soon. To me, I just look at it like it's another day.
You know, when you see that, the lineage, and now it belongs to you.
I love it. I love it. To be honest, I wish they would have kept it original. But it is what it is. You know, I'm the #1 fighter in the division.
They want to see it.
And it's stamped right here. So for all you guys that doubted me, for all you guys that said I was too small, I was actually too strong. and now everybody, you know what I mean, they get to witness greatness, like I said before, and it's the Terence Crawford era.
It's something I got to talk to my management about, but hopefully it's at 154.
How was this particular weight cut? Was it a very difficult one, or did you feel at ease with the weight cut?
I mean, it's always difficult, but, you know, like I said, I don't make any excuses. The better man won tonight.
One last question. What about Terence surprised you the most? Was it his timing, his power? What surprised you?
Nothing really surprised me. He was just like I thought. It's just my timing wasn't good today.
Questions for Errol Spence Jr.?
Hey, Errol, Keith Heideck from BoxingScene.com. What do you attribute your timing not being there to? Did you feel off physically or anything, or what was wrong in the fight?
Yeah, I felt a little off physically, but most times I get through it. So, you know, I thought it was gonna be just like the other times, but you know, I couldn't kick it up a notch.
Errol, Sam Gordon here with the Las Vegas Review-Journal. How would you contextualize or describe Terrence's power, and when did you really get a feel for it for the first time tonight?
I got a feel for his power, probably like first, second round. He's a strong dude, but everybody at this top level have some type of power. But I think because my time was out, he was catching me in between shots.
Errol, Kevin Iole from Yahoo Sports. My question would be, your face was swelling up really badly. Were you having difficulty seeing as the fight progressed?
No, I wasn't having difficulty seeing it at all.
I'm sorry.
I said no, I didn't have difficulty seeing it at all.
So just really kind of like do our best to take away what he was doing instead of kind of standing in front of him. But I think that Errol, like you can notice, well, I can notice his time was off really bad, and he was standing in front of him. So I think that that's kind of was the thing. It was just the timing. Reaction time was a little slower. But it's okay. It's like life, and you come back, you deal with it, and you get better.
Because I know I'm a lot better than what I showed tonight. And I know that a lot of things was off with me. And even though Terence Crawford did what he was supposed to do, he was sharp and he was on point, and he made sure he was 100% ready in this fight.
Your process over the next few days to be able to move on and then just go back to the drawing board on it?
Well, I think that in watching it, I had time to understand what was going on. From the first, second round, I kind of saw what was happening, and you kind of like understand, okay, maybe eventually maybe he can catch him with a good shot, maybe he can recover, but it didn't work that way, and it's okay. I mean, it's life. Unfortunate. This is what happens in big-time boxing. Somebody was going to have to be in this situation. Unfortunately, it was us, and we'll got to move on. I mean, I had to fly to London tomorrow, so I'm gonna hold on this for a long time. May not ever get over it till after we revenge it, but it's just what it is. I mean, it's life, and you just got to keep it moving. You got to deal with it, embrace it, and move on.
Got two more questions for Errol Spence Jr. Two more.
Any more guys? Questions, guys? Anybody else up here? We got more.
Marcus Hayes, Fight Hub TV. This question is for Derek James. First, Coach Derek, I want to ask you, we haven't seen Errol take as much punishment as he did tonight. Was there ever a point where you thought about stepping in and stopping the bout?
I just wanted to make sure he was okay, right? I saw him get hit with the big shots, but I think that, you can see, for me, I see his legs was a little off, but I really wasn't. But then you think about it, the doctor's right there with me, and we're talking back and forth. And they're looking at him, and I'm looking at the doctors, and we're talking. So it's like, not really, but you just never know.
And Errol, we saw you go down a couple of times. When you felt Terrence's power, particularly in the second knockdown, when you got up, what was going through your mind at that time?
Shit, just fight back. I mean, what you mean was going through my mind at the time? It's a boxing match, so, I was trying to block the shots he was throwing and come back with shots, but, nothing really was going through my mind. It was just, the same stuff.